This is One on One. The public television family is honored to have back with us the Val Skinner LPGA Tour professional, golf analyst, and founder of the Val Skinner Foundation. How you doing?
I'm good. I came to see if your golf game's any better.
Oh, you're gonna hit me right away. I thought you'd wait at least a minute for that.
Do you know you played in the very first event we hosted to support the foundation?
I did.
You were part of the best-looking guy in the audience. I was like, let me see a swing.
Like,
what's he got? Does he have anything real? What's going on?
I know. Don't even talk about it. I've been a 13, 14 forever. How come
It looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, leave it at that. Hey, by the way, talk about the Life event. Make sure everybody understands why it's so important.
Life is LPGA pros in the fight to eradicate breast cancer. I founded it in 2000. We're on our 18th. Can't believe it. A lot of money raised at this point. We're from the event itself, we're at about 11 million. But beyond that, we've raised money for a couple of additional events that we do and different things that we've gotten into over the years. But it's the best women golfers in the world gathered here, coming right off the ShopRite Classic, and it's been really successful and healthy. And we have a number of programs to tell you about. But it's really Life came out of our dear friend, Heather Farr, who
That's right.
We lost at 28, misdiagnosed at 24, and I launched a national campaign for young women because she asked me to. And I didn't know how to do it, but I came up with the name and then, just tried to find good life partners and corporate sponsorship to help us raise money and get to that point.
And the professional golfers continue to be committed.
They do.
Because?
I think because, once we started to tell this story, they really understood that, A, they have a platform. They can make a difference. They can speak to people that, in an unusual way that a lot of people can't reach that many people. And I think also they were young women, and they were athletic, and, all of them are athletic. And Heather was athletic and smart and a rising star and on her way, and this hit her. And she had no idea to think that it was real at that point. And that was in 1989 when she was diagnosed, and we lost her in 93. And I think the history and the story as it follows took me a long time to convince anyone to do a Young Women's Initiative, because it wasn't the actual age group that was as impacted. But now I think we've changed the message on the street, and I think the players that come and play for me feel a part of that and feel committed to that, and they see that it could be them.
And the money that is raised is going to such important things. Talk about specifically the research, the work, the impact.
Well, the Cancer Institute of New Jersey, I actually had a scare of my own. I was fine, but I went there and came to understand the meaning of a National Comprehensive Designated Cancer Center. And when I did, I thought this would be a good partner for us, in this mission. And I had raised money, on Heather's behalf prior to, but there wasn't the right family yet. We hadn't figured out the right path yet. And we did some good things, but the Cancer Institute provided the clinical background for us that was needed for young women and women at high risk. And then Komen was the LPGA's national charity at the time, Susan G. Komen, and for the cure. And so I went to them and said, I want to do this. I'll get the money, I'll get the funding if you'll do a strategic plan and help us reach young women. And we built a program called Komen on the Go out of that strategic plan. And Komen on the Go, by the time we were done, total audience was 24 million. Wow. It traveled across college campuses around the country for about 8 years. And that was fabulous, fantastic. It did what it was meant to do in terms of educating young women, changing the message on the street. And our life partners just hung with us. And then we sort of evolved into the new programs that we have now.
I tell you, there's what is it? It's called
BioConnect,
yeah. which
comes out of the Life Center, which is at the Cancer Institute of New Jersey, named after our advocacy. We funded a fellowship to create something in the high school setting to educate the youth around breast cancer, age appropriate. And the School of Public Health at Rutgers, and now Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, partnered with us, and we continued to fund it, and we built it out throughout New Jersey, built the metrics for the program. And really what it is, Steve, it's cancer genetics in a classroom setting on breast cancer using STEM, science and biology, literacy, as well as technology at the time. And it stood for Biology Online Connecting Teens. But we could only do it and move it so quickly in New Jersey until we went digital. And that's when we found our most recent partner, Discovery Education.
You know, you talk about partners, Val. You and I have had this offline conversation for years as people who lead nonprofits. You can't do it without partners. You can't do it without corporate support. And the ShopRite Wakefern family has been, I mean, they're supporters of public broadcasting. They're supporters of this initiative. But the ShopRite Classic, talk about that connection and coming off at the golf event and then coming off it into the life event. Make that connection so people really understand it.
Well, I live in Bay Head in the summer and the Jersey Shore, and so I'm a fan and have always been. I have a little bias towards them. But what's really impressive to me about Wakefern and ShopRite, Steve, is they've raised $31 million with that event over the years, and their consistency is amazing. And I think it's probably one of the largest contributions, you know, from the tour. And it's breast cancer, but it's Special Olympics, it's the food bank, and it's 7 states deep, and they have about a $20 million economic impact.
And that event's coming?
It's June, well, the life event's June 5th,
That's right.
and they finish this Sunday, so
That's
June
right.
4th. It's Memorial Day weekend, and huge pro-am, great support, just great people. There you go.
Oh my God, what a crowd.
I've walked those fairways without Mike.
Tell folks where that is?
Yeah.
The event takes place?
That's at Seaview.
Seaview, down by Atlantic City.
Seaview Resort. Great throwback of great golf and old-time Jersey Shore. Just a perfect environment and setting. And really, it's an amazing field. They capture really the best talent that we have on tour. Right there you see Paula Creamer, Michelle Wee.
Oh, is she good?
Kari Webb, a former champion. But they've had just a stellar lineup. Inkster's won there, McGann, Lori Davies, all the legends that I play the Legends Tour with now.
And you are one of them.
And I am trying to still be one of them, yes.
The game's better and better, isn't it?
It is. It's, technology has made a huge difference in teaching and education and not only in science and precision medicine and cancer genetics and gene expression, but in my golf swing.
Yeah.
So it's
but
really
also
been
the
fun.
fact that the one thing I've always appreciated about you, one of the many things, Val, is you've taken your athletic skill, your fame, and connected it to making a difference in the lives of other people. And you didn't have to do that. You chose to do that. And so the Public Television family says thank you to Val Skinner,
thank you.
LPGA professional, golf analyst, founder of Val Skinner Foundation, and just want to say thanks.
Thanks for having me. And it's good to see you. Look great.
Well, I had a lot of work done. So stay with us right back, right after this.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. This special edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by
ShopRite Supermarkets,
the Fidelco Group, ADP, the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey, University Hospital, Newark, New Jersey, the Russell Berry Foundation, and by NJIT. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.